Yo, what up, guys? This your boy T Dub. What's Blazing the Sports? We are here live. It's Judgment Day. It's Be Held Accountable Day. Sometimes that line is drawn in the sand, and you have to pick a side. And today, guys, we have some brave souls. And I like to call this bragging rights. For every major fight, every big fight I can cover, I want to do something called bragging rights. It's where I take your official picks and I make them live. Listen, guys. Westside, he got Danny Garcia winning by unanimous decision. Charles, he got Porter. Wesley got Porter. Dog Sidious, what's up, Dog Sidious? He has Porter. But that's where it ends with Porter. Princess X has Garcia. Unbiased or Biased Boxing has Garcia. Battle Raffle has Garcia. Is that Main Boxing? Biker got Garcia. Bay Boy 75 got Garcia. And the Fanon. Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Fanon. Got Garcia. Porter fans, where you at? Garcia fans, stand up. This is it. This is Judgment Day. Judgment is amongst us. Guys, let me make sure YouTube. Let's make sure I ain't doing this for nothing. Because YouTube could not be showing. And I'll be pissed. Oh, Westside's in the building. What's going on, Westside? Listen, Westside. I got you, man. I got you right there, bro. Very top on the Garcia side. Listen, this is bragging rights. This, when the fight happens, only these people that make this list can say, I told you so. I told you Garcia was going to knock him out. I told you Garcia was going to win by unanimous decision. I told you Porter was going to be too much for him. I told you Porter was going to dominate Garcia. This is a list. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's do that. How's it not? It's not as clear as I like it. What if I squint it up a little bit? It's cool. But this is it, man. This is it. Wes says, hey, homie T-Dub, stay working, my homie. Listen, man, I'm out here grinding, man. You know, your boy's so busy. They working me, you know, between 60 and 70 hours per week, so I can't do the video like I really want to. But your boy T-Dub is going to get them in. And this is Judgment Day. If you are on this list when I do that live stream, these people, if your man wins, can say, I told you so. Matter of fact, you guys have bragging rights. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. Enter the chat room. She is the first lady. She is the princess of What's Blazing in Sports. Hello, Princess X. What is happening? T-Dub, What's Blazing in Sports. Hope you like that entrance. You know, the introduction. Try to bring you right, you know. Princess X says working that much and still giving us. Hey, I'm trying, man. Dog Sidious said, hey, Blaze in the West Side and Princess. Listen, man, Dog Sidious. I'm going to figure out a way to get this clear. May not get as clear as I want right now, but you see, you're on there. Let me go back to my live. You guys are on there. Dog Sidious, you're on the Porter side. So if you look on the Porter side, since I didn't know if you said unanimous decision or knockout, I got you there, man. And this is going to be a good matchup. Listen, guys. The video is right there. If you want to know what's going to happen tomorrow, it's right there. We working. And guys, don't tell the bosses because I'm drinking on the job. But don't say nothing. I am the boss, at least of this. So, it's your boy T-Dub. We got a hell of a match, man. I look down here and I watch these guys. I watch Danny land those precise punches, those power punches. I watch Shawn Porter use that sheer aggression. And guys, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I'm giving you that work. Yes, I could be out right now at the club, clubbing it, sipping it. But why? I can be right here, staying focused, staying in the game. T-Dub was players in the sports, guys. We are here live. This is bragging rights. These people on this list and whoever else, listen, if you got the kahunas that you want to go out on a limb, you want to dive off in the deep end and tell me who you're picking, hop yourself on this list. We don't give bragging rights here. You earn them. T-Dub was playing in the sport. Let me go back to the YouTube. And Princess Egg says the Dog City is, hey, KO, baby. Okay. You know what? Listen, Dog City, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to have to bend down a little bit, but we're finna go live with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we give live updates. This is live. We don't play around no more. We used to play around, but, you know, T-Dub decided, listen, man, I have to do this. He said KO. That is a big KO, I know that. Why is it so big? What if I make it 10? That's too small. What about 15? You know why? I know why. Because I changed something. But it's all good. Don't worry about it. This is live. Then let's go 1-5 here. KO. That's a big KO. Bam! Save. Bam! And it should come up there. There you go, Dog City is. Now we have the Garcia fans. Princess X hasn't told me hers yet. But we got it, man. There we go. So, guys, listen, man, it's a very, very good fight. You know, like I said, when you got mega fights like this, I want to try to do something. I think I'm going to call this, you know, bragging rights, you know, where you get a chance to actually, you know, go on a limb. See, a lot of people want to make predictions, but they don't want to make official predictions. They want to be like, well, I don't know. And then as soon as the fight over with, they want to say, I told you he was going to win. No, you didn't. You was on the fence. And then as Porter started winning or Garcia started winning, then you start riding that wave more. And then when they won, then you was pretty much like, I told you. No, you didn't. But you know who told me? Westside, Princess, Unbiased, Battle. Man, I cannot see that. Main Boxing, Bay Boy, Fanon, Charles, Wesley, Dog Cityus. And when I started weighing in, I saw the press conference of these guys. I didn't know Danny Garcia was going to be, you know, as tall for Shawn Porter. And to be honest, there's some people think that, oh man, he got that height on him, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest, a height doesn't mean anything if you don't know how to use your jab. The jab would be the key thing for Danny Garcia if he want to use height. Because otherwise, if you don't use height and you sitting back and counterpunching, which means you're letting your opponent shorter or taller than you get off first, which means they already got within their punching range for you to try to counterpunch. So even though you're tall, if you're not using that jab to keep them at that distance and make them have to do something stupid to come in, the height doesn't mean much. But it almost could benefit Shawn Porter. If he let Shawn Porter just come inside there, and remember, Shawn Porter likes to make it ugly. I mean, Shawn Porter makes it like the boyfriend or the girlfriend you still haven't told people about to this day. Ugly. Yes, we all have them. Listen, guys, I got a couple ugly ducklings in my closet. I do. I'm not gonna never let them out. I'm not gonna never. T-Dub, tell me about that one girl you had. No, she don't exist. She don't exist. Who are you talking about? I'm about to sue you for slander, defamation of character. Princess X said, Princess X. That's what we're gonna do, Princess. Because I don't want to influence nobody else. I'm going live tomorrow. And I want as many people to hop themselves up on this list. And what I'm going to do at the bottom, I'm going to put T-Dub's final pick. I almost told you now. Yo, Keep It Real Boxing. What's up? What's going on? Keep It Real Boxing. I got a question for you. I got a question that needs an answer. This is Judgment Day. It's real. Keep It Real Boxing. Officially, who do you pick to win? Shawn Porter? Danny Garcia? KO? Unanimous decision? I will let you know this. I am very close to calling this fight a draw. I'm gonna say that. I'm very close to calling on the scorecards that they might score it a draw. Very close. There's some tricky stuff when it comes to these decisions. When they want to, they might make a rematch out of this. They make it a draw. But Keep It Real Boxing. Do you want bragging rights? Do you want to say on fight night, I picked the right fighter before they fought? If so, you can join that list of the brave soldiers. Right now they all stand. United, we stand. Divided, we fall. And they are divided. You see the line in the middle, they're divided. But the question is, which side will fall? Will Danny Garcia side fall? Or will Shawn Porter's side fall? T-Dub was Blazing Sports. Guys, do me a favor, please, the like button, subscribe. This is Friday. Listen, man, I feel good. I feel really good. I have, you know, I'm drinking on the job, you know. Diet Coke. You know, this is just Diet Coke. Diet Coke, you know. But, oh, okay, let's see. Oh, I've been debating, in my head, I was going with Porter, but there's size difference between the both of to consider. Listen, I kind of touched on a little bit. There is a height difference. It's not really a weight difference. There's a height difference. The height difference is Danny Garcia has a pretty good height difference. But a height difference only makes a difference if you utilize your jab and you utilize distance. And the only way you can utilize distance is by utilizing your jab. So you got to ask yourself, did Danny Garcia pumps enough jab to utilize that distance? And guys, if you do have height, it can be a severe advantage. If you can use that jab and move your feet and keep your opponent at the end of your punches and make them do something stupid like jumping in, then that height makes a really big difference. But if you're not the type of person, if you do not use that jab with that height and you're a counter puncher, you wait for them to come in, the height doesn't necessarily mean much. It really doesn't. And to be honest, if Danny Garcia does not use his height, and Princess X come through again, guys, that's why she is the princess of what's blazing in sports. She said, donate, subscribe, like, and share. Guys, listen. When a woman's right, she's right. Mama always told me, don't argue with that woman, she's right. Princess X, there's no argument here. You're right. Keep doing you. Alright, so Keep It Real Boxing. Come on, man. We got 6 people in here. Come out on the limb. Who are you picking? Get it updated right now. Keep It Real Boxing. He said, yeah, but then he has better timing. What's the reach difference? You know, here, let me do this. I'm gonna look it up right now. And well, when I was getting to the height difference, it's basically saying that the height really makes a bigger difference if somebody uses their reach. If it doesn't use their reach, it doesn't make a huge difference. Now the height is out the way, so it's going to come down to everything else, which is power, timing, footwork, work ethic, you know, ring generalship. Those things will come into play more than the actual height difference. And if you give me a second, I'm going to look up BoxRec and on my phone, and we're going to get. Let me see. Danny Garcia. Oh man. BoxRec. Right. All right. So I'm looking up Danny Garcia BoxRec right now. and I'm gonna look up his reach, and then I'm gonna look up Shawn Porter's. Hopefully they show everything. And just to give you guys some insight on this, Danny Garcia is 34 wins, 20 knockouts, only 1 loss. That 1 loss is coming to Keith one-time Thurman. All right, Danny Garcia is 5'8.5" with a 68.5 inch reach. 68.5 inch reach. 5'8.5", 68.5 inch reach. Shawn Porter, 28 wins, 17 coming by knockout, 2 losses coming to Kell Brook and Keith one-time Thurman. Shawn Porter is 5'7". He looks shorter than that. Looks more like 5'6". Listen to this. Listen to this. Shawn Porter is 5'7", but Shawn Porter, they got his reach listed at 69.5. They are saying Shawn Porter's reach is longer than Danny Garcia's, even though Danny Garcia has the height advantage. That is not good news for Danny Garcia. That is better news for Shawn Porter. And that I didn't know. That I did not know. And again, guys, if you are joining us live, this is bragging rights. This is for whenever I do videos, even until fight night. If you put your name on that list, you have bragging rights. If your name is not on that list and you coming back to me telling me I told you so, I'm not believing you. I'm not believing you. Westside said, "What's up, Princess?" Zach Dog City said he has a nice left hook too. Yeah, Danny Garcia has a very nice left hook. What's up, Keep It? What's up, Dog City? Listen, all right. And guys, that's why even when I talk about this, I try to highlight this video right here because I want to try to let you guys, at least represent as much as possible what these guys bring to the table. And basically, with Danny Garcia, I want to show his time. I want to show his power. I want to show how they say he's a wild man, but he's not really a wild man. He's pretty precise with his punches. And even Keith Thurman said, I can tell that he loads up on his shots. Now, and you look at Shawn Porter's the type of guy that he's very aggressive. He's going to come, and he's going to use 3 little jabs to try to get in there. He's going to use these big left hooks just to try to get inside. And sometimes he'll do this, He's looking for you to throw 1 punch just to get inside. But honestly, if I was Danny Garcia, I would be looking for that. And if I see him trying to rush in like this here, I would be using my pivot. I'd be taking half step back, pivot. And when he finally commits coming in, big right hand right down the pipe. Bow! But Shawn Porter right in his mouth. Big uppercut, pivot out right in his mouth. But you know what? It's easier said than done, man. Porter by split. Oh, okay. Guys, keep it real boxing just went on a limb. Okay. He said by split. Alright. Let's update it. That is big. That is big. Wow. Matter of fact, his font is big. Why is his font so big? Get a little bit more. Let me do that. Let's go back. See, I kind of made some. I didn't like the way this. Let's make it 11. 11 not too bad. Let's go there. Split D. Make that 12. All right. You're almost there, man. Bragging rights is in full effect right now. If you want to brag, you put your name up here. Bam. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, this right here. All right, anybody else? He says, Westside says, Porter has the better pressure, but I feel Danny is technically the better boxer. Listen, man, you're absolutely right. Listen, when I first heard this fight was being announced, obviously, well, even before it got announced, Danny Garcia really wasn't interested. Shawn Porter was the one to chase him. Shawn Porter looks at Danny Garcia like he's a feast. He look at Danny Garcia like a Big Mac, like he's easy picking. He just straight up lunch meat. He's like, even when you heard Shawn Porter talk, he's like, I'm just gonna run through him. I'm just gonna dominate him. And part of me, like, I hope he's not overthinking Danny Garcia, because sometimes you look on the outside and you're like, oh my gosh, if I fought that guy, I'll beat the snot out of him. And then all of a sudden, when you fight that guy, it's not what it seemed. When that guy that looked on the outside like you can get all of these wonderful things off, and then kind of find out he's throwing those bombs in there, you can't get back the jab like you want, and then when he finally lands that big punch, you're like, whoa, I just can't keep leaping into this. So I am hoping that that Shawn Porter is not overestimating Danny Garcia. And guys, please give me a big shout out for Princess X be doing what I don't have time to do, man. She come into the chat room. She said, donate, subscribe, share, like. Listen, you know, I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I can't get super chats, which sucks, and I can't get ads, which sucks. So if you guys did want to donate, you know, to the channel, I will appreciate it. Everything's gonna go back into the channel to help it grow. Hopefully, I can reach 1,000. Remember, guys, some of you guys don't know is once I get around, I want to say 1,100 subscribers, because people always unsubscribe and subscribe. I'm going to do a free giveaway. I'm going to purchase merchandise, West Blades in the Sport merchandise, and I'm going to give it away. But until then, I want to at least be able to, you know, get my super chat game up so I can at least get some ads so I can actually purchase it to give it back to you guys. So let me see what does our dog says. Hey, keep it real. All right, so let's get back to the boxing. At first, I thought, you know, this fight easily favors Shawn Porter, and as they went on, and I'm watching more videos on this, I'm like, I don't know, man, it's getting closer now. Still, stylistically, I still think stylistically it favors Shawn Porter, because Danny operates like, if you have 0 miles an hour and 100 miles an hour, Danny might operate somewhere between 50 and 60. He might put it on cruise to bounce between 50 and 60. And Shawn Porter is one of them guys that goes 100 miles an hour. Now, if it's a close round, you know, it could be close. Are you going to give it to Shawn Porter because he was more aggressive, and he's going to be aggressive, and he has the stamina to be aggressive? Or are you going to give it to Danny Garcia because maybe he's more precise and landed the more precise punches? But the one thing we haven't seen from Danny Garcia, we haven't seen Danny Garcia face somebody with the ridiculous amount of pressure that Shawn Porter is going to get. See, power punchers typically have more power when they keep you on the end of your punches. When Danny Garcia hit Brandon Rios was at the end of that straight right hand. When he hit Amir Khan, it was an overhand where he had a lot of more space to land against Amir Khan. You know, power punches, something like Kovalev wanted to keep you at the end so he can extend. A lot of power punches don't have a great inside game, and they don't know how to torque their body to be as effective inside as they were outside, and that is something that's going to be big. Ronald Franklin's in the building. What's going on? Salute, my dude. Hey, Ronald Franklin, if you want to, this is called bragging rights. All right. So this, people always try to be along the fence, and then they wait till the fight time come, and then they along the fence, and then as soon as Shawn Porter started doing well, I knew Shawn Porter was going to win. Or then he got still land that big left hook. I told you that left hook was dangerous. But this is going to eliminate that. This is Judgment Day. We pick before they fight. And if you pick the right side, you officially have bragging rights. You know what? And I'm going to do this, man. I'm going to do this every big fight. I'm going to do it for Wilder versus Tyson Fury. I'm going to do it for AJ versus vacant. I'm going to do it for Canelo versus Triple G. This is really called bragging rights. You pick it. So Ronald, who's going to win? How are they going to win? Shawn Porter by knockout? Garcia by knockout? It's time for you to have bragging rights. So, to be honest, man, I think this fight can go either way. You know, Ronald, Dog City, I think it can go either way. Let me put some respect on my boy tonight. Hold on, Ronald. Let me put some respect in your name. I'm sorry. All right, respect is given. So, I don't know, man. You know, like to me, because Shawn Porter goes 100 miles an hour. And the thing about it, Shawn Porter has not shown as of now a suspect chin. Danny Garcia hasn't shown a suspect chin. For all we know, it could go all 12 rounds. Maybe somebody can dominate for 12 rounds, but it could go all 12 rounds. And in order for Danny Garcia, for me, he got to get his foot game up, man. He got to get his foot game up. And if I was him, I would start using that jab a lot. Listen, I mean, I would use that jab a lot, because in order for Shawn Porter to come in on you like that, he's trying to time his jumping. He's trying to time it. And if you use a good jab, if Danny Garcia uses a good jab, he can disrupt him jumping in like that. And like I said, man, if I was Shawn Porter, keep doing what you're doing. To me, Danny Garcia has to be the one that shows me different. Remember, even Danny Garcia said that he's probably going to be more aggressive, because you can't sit back with Shawn Porter. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit back. And I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Shawn Porter, Danny Garcia, if I was him, I would have been training with fire-lit ring ropes. Why on fire-lit ring ropes? Because his back can never be along the ropes. He can never be there. Because if he does, Shawn Porter's just going to get in there, he's going to muscle him, he's going to push him, he's going to hold him, he's going to be swinging crazy. And he can be in a lot of trouble. He can be in a lot of trouble. If I was Danny Garcia, I'd be working on my inside game. I'd be working going to that body like you was talking about. I'd be working on the jab and angles and moving and timing. D-Tech to the building. What's up, D-Tech? What's going on, big dog? T-Dog, what's playing in the sports? You already know. I'm back. And just in case we got him in here, I'm ready to slap another hater in his face with a bologna sandwich. So, Ronald Franklin said, oh, really? Thanks. It depends on how Danny Garcia not allowing Porter to manhandle him. Right. If he manhandles Danny Garcia, Danny Garcia for a long night. And bully him, Danny needs to control him with that jab and the countering. Listen, that's what I'm saying, man. That jab, he has to use that jab, because that jab is what's going to disrupt Shawn Porter's timing. That jab will stop Shawn Porter for just leaping in, because you can't leap in, because you can leap in right with a jab. And if he can catch Shawn Porter coming in, and like Keith Thurman said, Danny Garcia sits down his punches. If he can catch Shawn Porter coming in and sit down on that punch, Judgment Day is amongst us. One will fall, one will stand. T-Tech says, what it do, T-Dub? Damn, it's been a while. You my boy back in free world again, man. D-Tex, man, bro, what's been going on, D-Tex, man? Yeah, we gotta talk, my dude. He said, I got Garcia by unanimous decision. Porter gonna be tough though, but Garcia gonna box better. Garcia got better boxing fundamentals. Hey, D-Tex, what you did was, what you officially got right now, D-Tex, is bragging rights. Your name, which I'm copying right now, you are going to be on this list for Garcia. Let's go. Let me get you over there. We ain't got no time, no wait. Let's get it. Let's get it over here. All right. Press that. D-Tex. Put a couple of U's right there. Let's do this. UD. There it is. Change that to red. All right. Why didn't it change? Bam! Listen, man. D-Tech, you now have bragging rights. Hey, D-Tech, man, I'm glad you're on the free word. Definitely been a long time. Listen, you know what, man? I got this Bluetooth on. Just up to you guys, man. If you guys are free, you did want to, you know, call in. Let me make sure my ringer's on. I know my battery is low. I think it's low. But I'm at home. I don't care if it dies. I just want the ringer to be up. Alright, yeah, guys. If you guys really want to call in, you know, it's 314-884-1013. Anytime you see that the line open, you can always call in, guys. If you want to say how Danny Garcia is going to win, just call in. Give yourself a shout out. Hey, this is me, Keep It Real Boxing, calling from the UK. Here's who I think is going to win and why, guys. And we can do that if you want to. If you think Porter's going to win, it's up to you. T-Devils Legend Sports, guys. We're here live. So, listen, the phone's right here. I'm going to leave it right here. And remember, guys, don't tell the boss I am drinking on the job. Let's go back to the text. Let me see. Hey, Megs. Ronald Franklin says, I am up for a rock'em sock'em. You know what, man? Listen. I don't think Shawn Porter gonna come forward. He gonna see. Shawn Porter tries to deceive opponents, you know, and I figured it out. Shawn Porter comes out like he's gonna box you. He's gonna throw some jabs. He's gonna keep his distance for a minute, and then next thing you know, he's gonna be all on top of you. Typically, he'll wait till like a minute, minute and a half, and he'll do it. I think it's Danny Garcia. He wants to get Danny Garcia out of there so bad within like 3 rounds. He's gonna come out maybe for 20 seconds. Doing this, throwing a little jab, and then he's going to try to get on Danny Garcia early. He wants to dominate, and just honestly, it's like that's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping Shawn Porter is just not, you know, underestimating Danny Garcia. But we have to find out, man, because if Danny catches him with a good shot, and something that can really stun Shawn Porter, it could be a long night, man. You know, like it could be. I don't know, man. Let's see. Westside says, let me see. Ronald Finger said Porter is going to grab and brawl. Listen, let's get. Hold on, guys. You know what time it is. You hear it? This is T-Dub. What's blazing the sports? You are live.
Yo, what's good? What's blazing the sports? This is Ron calling in.
Hey, Ron, how's it going, my dude?
Everything's good. I had to turn my volume down on my other phone just so I wouldn't be like, is it like normal?
Yeah, it's normal.
That's what's up, yo. Yeah, man, I'm just glad we got a fight finally from these 2 idiots, man. They've been ducking everybody, man. Waiting for Keith Thurman, man.
You know what? I agree with you, man. It seemed like Shawn Porter for a minute. Shawn Porter was almost refusing to fight until he got Keith Thurman. He was really trying to get that Thurman back, and then he started going after Danny Garcia. But until lately, he has not shown interest in fighting Errol Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford. I think he sees Danny Garcia, even though they call Danny Garcia the cherry picker. I think Shawn Porter look at Danny Garcia as if he's picking that cherry.
Yeah, no doubt, man. They wait till they get a fight, and then they bring up their name, and it's like, man, you got to wait a whole another 8-9 months before they actually really want to fight them. You know what I mean? It's like they do it for, like, clout chasing. You know what I mean? Like, it's a mandatory that they fight Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford to me, man. Right after this fight, whoever wins, you know?
And I agree, Ronald. And here's what I'm saying, is that if you listen to what they say, yeah, I'll fight them. Or you listen to Danny Garcia, I'll fight him, but the money got to make sense. Honestly, he just told you that that's what's going to stop it from happening. He's basically just said that, you know, the money's not going to make sense, so I'm going to fight somebody else. And even with Shawn Porter case, it's going to be something. See, they calling these guys' names out like they'll fight these guys because they're fighters. They can't act like they're scared. They can't act like they're afraid, so they got to say, I'll at least fight. But they need a way out. And the way out is, I'm in it for big name fights. I want to make money fights. And obviously, if the fight don't happen next, you heard it first, the money's not going to make sense.
Wow. Even though PBC just dropped the bombshell, right?
Yeah. And because you remember Earth, I don't know, man. It's just that like when you listen to him, and when they asked Danny Garcia about fighting Errol Spence Jr., he said, yeah, but when you follow with a but the money got to make sense, you leaving yourself out. And honestly, I think the money is going to make sense. It's a unification bout. The money's going to make sense.
No doubt, yeah. So Spence got a strap, TB got a strap. What's the problem? You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is kind of what, well, it's a little bit different.
Are they fighting for a certain strap? Like, what belt are they fighting for? I heard they got like a silver belt or something for these dudes, man. No, they remember, they are fighting for Keith Thurman. Remember, Keith Thurman had to give up the WBC belt. Either they're going to strip him or he had to give it up. They're fighting for the WBC belt. This won't be a silver belt. This would be the WBC belt that Keith Thurman had, but since he haven't came back, he had to give it up. And they're gonna like do them like they do Deontay Wilder when it comes to all the other belts. They're gonna like hold the belt up, even though that's
And you know what, like it could be all part of plan. Like I said, man, like to be honest, Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia seem like they both really want to fight Keith Thurman again. Shawn Porter hasn't really shown interest in two people, Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman. And Danny Garcia has been like he wants that rematch with Keith Thurman. Danny Garcia hasn't really called out anybody. I mean, he said he'll fight people, but the only one he really wanted was Keith Thurman. He didn't want this Shawn Porter work for real until they put the belt up.
Man, all right, I'm gonna get off, y'all. I just wanted to call in real quick.
All right, where you calling from, man? Where your city at? Where your state?
I'm in VT. I'm right next to New York.
Oh, there we go, guys. You hear from the East Coast. That's my boy Ronald. All right, man. Thanks for calling.
That's what's up. What's
Appreciate it. All right, guys. There it is. As you see, man, we are live. When you call, the phone rings, and we are here. Oh, got somebody else new into the chat. Timmy Diamonds. What's going on? He said, always business talks. Hey, Timmy, man, if you want to, if you want bragging rights, if you want to be like, I told you, let me know who's going to win, man. If you think that Danny Garcia is going to win, let me know. If you think Shawn Porter is going to win, let me know. And I will put you on this list, guys. And as long as I got room, I'm going to keep putting people on this list. We're going to make room. Let me turn this back up. Hold on. How come I can't hear it? There you go. Yeah, there we go, man. There we go. We got it now. Guys, remember, shout out to Princess X. She is a princess of the building. Guys, and if you like the comment, please subscribe, like, and share. If you want to donate, you can always donate per PayPal. I do not have over 1,000 subscribers yet, so unfortunately, I cannot do a super chat or get ads. So right now, this is basically free on demand. I hope you enjoy it, and whatever goes next. But guys, like I said, man, it is an intriguing matchup. The winner of this fight will be the WBC champion. After the winner wins this fight, there are going to be questions with will you unify? And the easiest person to unify with is Earl Spence Jr. Terence Crawford, because he signed an ESPN deal with Top Rank, is going to be a little bit harder to unify with. It is not impossible, but it's going to be harder, which means it's probably not going to happen later. But with Earl Spence Jr., it's definitely something that can happen. The fact is, well, not the fact is, the thing is, do any one of these guys really want to unify with Earl Spence Jr.? Shawn Porter has shown interest that he will fight Earl Spence Jr., at least as of now. But back in the days, I seen interviews, they asked him about fighting Earl Spence Jr., and he didn't want no part of it. Just in my opinion, that, oh, no, we can't fight him, no. And then Earl Spence Jr. was looking to fight these guys. What you mean you can't fight for the belt? The champion is challenging you. You know what I'm saying? So Earl Spence said, listen, the only reason I'm fighting Lamont Peterson is because Shawn Porter didn't want to fight, or Danny Garcia didn't want to fight. He wanted to fight them guys. He was going to defend his belt against those guys. But Shawn Porter really didn't want that work, and Danny Garcia didn't want that work. But they found themselves having that work with each other. And one will win, one will lose. The thing is, guys, and I don't like to hear that talk from Shawn Porter's camp about retirement, if he loses or not. What you mean? Your son to have 2 or 3 losses. Here's my thing, honestly. If a fighter loses 5, 6 fights in a row, maybe 7 fights in a row, okay. Or if they just getting beat, KO, then talk about retirement. But these guys, that's what they do for a living, you know. And we need to stop being like that, because in the UFC, you can have a guy 16 fights, 7 losses, and yet he's still in a mega fight, and people still giving him a chance to win. In boxing, you have 1 or 2 losses, and they want to flush your career down the toilet bowl like you can do something better. When you invest your whole life into this, what are you going to do? You're going to go from boxing to Walmart? You're going to go from throwing punches to throwing canned goods in a grocery set? Nah. Let's go to the chat. We work. Westside said, I remember when Broner dropped Porter. He did drop Porter. It was I think the 12th round. He came out and he led. Man, I'm not going to lie. Adrian Broner was frustrating me so much in that fight. He kept doing the same thing over and over, and it wasn't successful. Trying to land a check left hook, do this. And he was just too much in a counterpoint. honestly, Danny Garcia should watch Adrian Broner, because then Adrian Broner at times was too much trying to counterpunch, and he was getting beat to the punch by letting Shawn Porter go out first. Danny Garcia should not let Shawn Porter get out first. He should not be in a counterpunching state. Otherwise, he can find himself looking like Berto or even Adrian Broner. But you are right. Let me finish your comment. You said, I remember when Broner dropped Porter with a left. Danny has more power. If he connects, it would be night for Porter. Porter, when Broner did drop Porter, it was not a stunning blow that hurt him. It was more like a flash knockdown, because Porter got up and Porter like, not bad. Not bad. But I have seen Porter stunned before, and I have seen Porter hurt before. And when Adrian Broner hit Porter, he timed Porter. See, Porter tried to do this double dutch thing. He bounced back, and then he wanted to leap in. Adrian Broner caught him in a thinking transition, and while he was thinking about what he was going to do, Adrian Broner finally did something he should have been doing the whole fight. He initiated contact, and he came around. Since Porter hold his hand like this sometimes, he came around his guards and hit him with that left hook that set him down. Danny Garcia does, in my opinion, has more power and sits down on his punches more than Adrian Broner. Even when Adrian Broner threw the lead left hook, that wasn't really a power shot. Yes, he threw a pop behind it, but he jumped and turned into it. Danny Garcia is going to sit on that until the egg hatch and let that left hook give birth to a knockout. We will find out. Keep It Real Boxing. Did I miss anything? Keep It Real Boxing says, I doubt the winner will want that work with Spence or Crawford. No, they really don't want it, man. Just as when I was talking to Ronald, the winner in the post-fight interview is going to say, "Yeah, I'll fight him next. I'm not scared of him. I'll fight anybody. If he wants to fight me, I'll fight him." That's what they're going to say. But the reason it won't work out is going to be money. That's going to be an excuse. The money didn't make sense, blah, blah, blah. That's what it's going to be. Nowadays, when people don't want to fight each other, the money doesn't make sense. And sometimes, in some crazy ways, that even when the money makes sense, you make up another stupid excuse. Like when you tell somebody, listen, give me $50 million. And they offer you $50 million. And then you say, I'm not going to sell my soul for $50 million. What the fuck you mean? You the one put a price on your soul and said $50 million. You put a price on mine and said 12.5 flat. So my soul only worth 12.5 million flat, and yours worth 50 million plus back end money. And now you're not going to sell your soul. I don't know who you're listening to. The good guy, the bad guy. But another time, another day, another tale. All right, let's get to it. All right, West Side, Keep Real Boxing said, good point, West Side. The winner has to fight Spence. Is it or fight Spence or D? What is Z? I'm not sure, but hey, a duck? Is it a fight Spence a duck? Maybe. Ronald Franklin said West Side agreed. What did you say? Oh, okay, I got you. Ronald Franklin said beautiful shot. Yeah. Keep it real in boxing. Boxers are too focused on protecting their own. They are. You can come back from a loss. Many of the greats have done it. I'm gonna tell you why, man. People try to protect their own. One thing because it's two things. One, because Floyd Mayweather retired with his O, and everybody wanted to have that O when they retire. But it's not just that, man. It's boxing itself. It's kind of like what I said between the difference between UFC or MMA and boxing. In the UFC, you got fighters that have 3, 4, 5, 6 losses, and they still consider, you know, a top best in the sport. The one thing about the UFC is they don't just shit on their fighters and say, oh, he lost, maybe he should retire. Boxing is the one trying to force retirement on fighters. Listen, if these two fighters are the top of the welterweight division, why should the loser retire? Now, if the loser lose to somebody that's not even in the top 10, not even in the top 15, then maybe you say, yeah, you probably should give it up because you can't even compete with the top 15 no more, which means you're not going to be competitive. But boxing needs to stop doing this because if you make it comfortable for boxers to say, listen, man, you can lose or not lose, and you can still fight your way to the top, and it's not going to hinder you like that. Only thing that will hinder you is inactivity and not being willing to face the best. But just losing one time or two times is not, as long as you get back out there and you fight the best competition to get yourself back in the runnings. Box to focus. If Danny, this is Ronald Frankly. If Danny got that boy with anything similar, Porter ain't coming back. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Danny be throwing some heat, bro. That's why I got the highlight down here. Danny be throwing some heat, and people say that Danny Garcia is wild. I'm telling you, he's not, man. He is very precise. And look, even doing these the video below, right? Watch how when he throws them shots, he's looking. He's looking at his shots. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at them. He knows those are precise punches. And even when he doesn't look sometimes, but like when people stand straight up tall, like I've been taught that if you're in somebody's chest, you know exactly where they head at. You know the shoulders here, you know the head right there. So you can throw punches and know exactly where the head's going to be at. He's very precise with his punches. Shawn Porter's one of them guys. He's not as precise. He don't try to be precise a lot of times. He wants to overwhelm you and then overwhelm you so much that if he throws a lot of punches in volume, that some of them are bound to get through. D-Tex Mex in the building. Main Showtime BBC killing HBO dirty stuff. Man, they are curbside stomping them right now, man. West say down the box to talk and the Terminator music in the background is getting me pumped up for the Terminator night. For tomorrow night. Hey man, that's what I'm trying to do. This is Judgment Day, man. Ronald Franklin West Side was West Side we already is that are we already? Are we already? Real talk, homie Ronald. Listen, man. Because this is combat. And this is a war, man. And honestly, I know as fans we sit back and talk about who's going to win, who's going to lose, but I mean, you have to be brave to step in that ring. You have to be brave to step in that ring to know that the other person wants to knock you out. I don't care what you listen. You were never afraid about what you're going to do to somebody else. Oh, I'm going to bust him in his head. You're not afraid about that. But you're going in there with a trained person who's trained to knock you out, who study you, to want to KO you, destroy you, hurt you. And you are with somebody that's like a trained animal. When he smell weakness, when he see you hurt, when he see you folding up, he's not going to go into a mother protective state. He's going to go into a vampire smells blood. A wolf, a cougar, a lion, a predator, a terminator. I'm ready. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready. But you know what, man? I enjoy this. I might even come. I might even come back again tonight. Keep it boxing. How about the new PBC deal? Great news for U.S. boxing fans. Yeah, man. What was the BBC deal like? It's like 52 fights or something crazy. They got so many with Fox, you know, and man, what is it? Fox, Showtime, Fox Sport. For the U.S. fans, listen, man. Like some of these channels, if you just got like an antenna, if you got a hanger, and you can hook that hanger into your TV, right? You can watch some of these fights. You know what I'm saying? They're not charging you $10 a fight. They're not hitting you with $20 a fight. A lot of times, they are on channels. They come with like your basic package. Outside of Showtime, which is the premium channel, it comes with your basic package. A lot of times, if you got basic cable. If you don't got basic cable and you got what some people call rabbit ears, which is like an antenna that you plug into the back of your TV, or if it's broke, you got some aluminum foil and hangers to try to get a signal, you can pick it up. Al Heyman, McMahon, listen, man. Al Heyman. If Al Heyman was a killer in boxing, he'd probably be like a sniper or something, man. He's quiet. Or a ninja. He'd be like a ninja. You don't see him. He make quiet moves, but when he make them moves, they hit in a big way. See, Eddie Hearn is the opposite. Eddie Hearn is loud. He's in your. Eddie Hearn is the Puff Daddy of boxing. Dancing, Eddie Hearn is a bigger star than a lot of the boxers he signed. How is the promoter a bigger star and more recognizable name than the fighters you signed? I don't put it past Eddie Hearn. He gonna start doing a halftime show where he do a little dance and something. One of the things it's about publicity, crossing the globe, free smoke Friday. Listen, man, they can get it, bro. Hey, you know what? Hey, I gotta find some old videos, man. I did some old videos about AJ. I did a lot of old videos, man. I gotta start playing those sometime again live. He said, Westside said Eddie Hearn, Puff Daddy of boxing. He is Puff Daddy, man. All in the videos. I mean, think about it. He's more popular than a lot of the fighters. Eddie Hearn's name is more popular than his company, Matchroom Boxing. He has fans. The Zone ain't gonna get those top PPC fighters. They are very loyal to Al Heyman. You know what? They're loyal to Al Heyman because Al Heyman never tried to F nobody over. Al Heyman, listen, Al Heyman is not trying to get rich. Like, you can even, you know, probably look up Al Heyman net worth. You can tell with him dealing with Floyd Mayweather and all these other big name fighters and big name fights and continue to do it. He don't have a super high net worth because he really does give the money back to the fighters. And it's hard taking that. Even if somebody throwing this crazy amount of money to you first, you know, everything that looks good is not good. You know what I'm saying? You got this deal that you think is good, but remember, when you got a contract, you can read a contract and say, okay, everything sounds good, but something that you might assume something might be covered, if it's not written out that it's covered, it's not covered. He said, Al Heyman got money. Man, Al Heyman got loan. When they can come up with $50 million up front money for Anthony Johnson, he got loan money. But guys, let's do this, man. We're going to get ready and wrap it up. And I want to finish out what we started. Make the bragging rights list. And this is one damn good fight. We got Princess X. She's in the building. Very beautiful, caramel skin color. She's the princess of wealth based in sports. I don't know, man. Initially, I'm gonna be honest. Initially, I was like, Shawn Porter's gonna beat Danny, but man, it's gonna be a good fight. Now, part of me want to put money on it. This is just bad money. Part of me want to take $30 and just say, here's $30 if they call it a draw. I'm not saying it's gonna be a draw. You may think Shawn Porter won. I may think Danny Garcia won. But a lot of times there's politics in boxing that maybe get them to fight again. Since nobody won this draw, and that would mean WBC or the winner don't have to have pressure to unify, and WBC will make even more money about it. A draw is very likable. I mean, not very likable, but it's very, what's the word I'm thinking about? Not like, golly. T-Dub, let me drink a little bit. Hold up. Players in the sports. He said, making me blush. Hey, I'm trying. A draw could happen in this case. This is a draw type of fight. Now, do I want to see a draw? No. I want to see somebody win, you know. I want to see either Danny win or Shawn Porter win, and I want to hear what they say next. Let me go to my live real quick. But listen, man. Danny Garcia. Look at that. Look at that. Shawn Porter. That's what he gonna get, man. And Shawn Porter ain't gonna stop coming. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. If the referee like, get in there, get in there. Look at Danny Garcia making people do somersaults. Look at this. Precise punching. Precise punching. Look at it. That's not wild, man. Now that's wild. Shawn Porter is more wild than Danny Garcia. They try to say Danny Garcia is wild, but Shawn Porter is more wild than Danny. Look at that. You see that? That was precise. Look at that. Look at his eyes. Now this Shawn Porter, right? Shawn Porter is like a pit bull bulldog, and they done tie 25 steaks around your body, and he's not gonna stop until he eat all of those steaks. But God, it's your boy T-Dub. You know, oh, what we got? His lines everywhere across the globe and come and found and now legendary fights. Look, is going to be a barn burner. I'm not playing with none. What's up? Westside Danny Garcia on his last 4 fights. He's been 40% accurate on his punches. Look at man. Judgment Day is here. Shawn Connor warned you guys about this. He told you. He said, listen, the Terminator is out there. He's not to be bargained with. He's not to be reasoned with. He don't show pity, remorse, or fear. And he absolutely will not stop ever until you're dead. Guys, listen, man. We're going live tomorrow night. Matter of fact, man, we got a lot of fights tomorrow, man. We got a lot of fights tomorrow. I think we got some UK. We got a UK fight tomorrow. Can't remember who it was. Who's fighting tomorrow? Can't think of it. But I know I got a UK fight I gotta watch tomorrow too. But guys, it's your boy T that was Blazing Sports. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe. It's your boy T was Blazing Sports. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your time. Hope to see you next time. I'm out.